Hi, this is Yeho. I'm a option trader. Today is December 25, 2025, and the time here in Japan is 6:55 p.m. Let's start as usual by looking at the Nikkei and Inigo. The Nikkei closed today at 50400 yen for about four consecutive trades, and the index has been settling in the low 50000 range. So we are clearly seeing price comprehension here. Today, the number of advancing stocks was 2420, which is fairly strong. Some of the semiconductor-related names which had been very high on the index are starting to recover. Large cap stocks also looks a bit more active again. That said, trading value was only 1.73 trillion yen, so overall, this still feels like a thin and holy type market. In the prime market, we are seeing some stock regain momentum. So in terms of market structure, the tone is gradually shifting. The PL is around 1.9. The EPS is largely 2,647 yen. What really stands out today is the volatility index. It has fallen to 18.77. That's significant drop. And just about 10 days ago, volatility was close to 29. So we are seeing a decline of more than 10 points. That's big. At this level, the market doesn't feel like it wants to push aggressively high, but at the same time, it does not feel like it wants to break down easy. In other words, volatility itself is telling us that the market is recognizing range-bound environment. My sense is that the Nikkei will continue to move between largely 4900 and 52000 yen, just drifting back and forth inside that range. In a way, the volatility index has finally started to price in a true range market. Momentum felt slightly negative not too long ago, but recently prices have stabilized and started to recover. As we approach the end of the 2025, I expect the market to finish the year somewhere in the 50,000 range. And this could be some downside pressure depending on the interest rates. But the yen dollar rate is relatively stable around 156 yen per dollar. Meanwhile, Japan's 30-year government bond yield is holding at a higher level, around 3.39%. In January, trial mining for rare earth resources is scheduled to begin. That could become a new source of headlines going forward. Looking at the individual stocks, there are signs that the growth stocks might finally revive next year. The transition in stock selection from 2025 into 2026 is definitely something worth watching closely. That's it for the Japanese market as well. We are still in a range phase. So for now, it's about respecting the range and the leading path comes next. Okay, let's move on to the US market. The S&P is at 6933 points. It has moved up significantly and almost 1000 point advanced from recent lows. And the VIX is down to 13.4. So both Japan and the US are seeing declining fear levels. Although sentiment is gradually tilting toward the bullish side. Gold, however, is telling a slightly different story, and the GBZ is rising currently to 3.81, and gold price around $4.79, and the market is clearly looking toward the 450 level. Bitcoin remains somewhat weak, but it is still holding around 87000 range. To sum it up, this is very much a range bound market. Many investors are already in holiday mode for Christmas. So for 2025, the market feels like it has reached its convergence point. Now the focus shifts to the fat kind of the market 2026 will bring. Volatility in Japan falling into the 1-8 range is something we have not seen quite well. This might actually be the lowest level for the full year, 2025. Previously, the lowest volatility was 19.83 on February 19th, and today the level has been broken, and that's an interesting signal. 2025 was a year with intense volatility, especially following the Trump's election and the impact of Trump-related tariffs. After the tariff shock in April, Japan's stock rallied strongly for consecutive days. The U.S. market, however, was not quite as strong. As partly because the U.S. market has already been strong since November of the last year, pricing expectations early. As the S&P looks capable of the pushing to new highs, so that's something we need to keep watching. In 2026, we also have the midterm elections and November, a new Grand Shifter release is scheduled. These events may influence market psychology as well. For now, the key question is how we navigate this low volatility range. Volatility is fighting, and what lie beyond is far through three matters. That's all for today. If you are interested, please check out my contents wrong, but I'll see you tomorrow.